Good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? I hope all is well. Well, today we're going to finish up this recipe of my dinner. We're doing pre-Thanksgiving dinner, okay? So we're doing baked turkey wings. I'm going to show you guys the recipe. Really, I'm showing you is how to make dressing, okay? AKA stuffing, okay? Whichever one you prefer to call it, dressing, stuffing. I'm going to show you how my way of making it, okay? And we're going to have, like I said, the baked turkey wings, the cornbread stuffing, and we're going to have collard greens and cabbage, rice, cornbread, and I'm doing deviled eggs, okay? That's my pre-Thanksgiving dinner for you all, okay? And then later on in another video, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you my way of making sweet potato pie. It's going to be the most easy and delicious sweet potato pie you will ever want to taste, okay? Trust me on that, okay? And so let's get into the ingredients that you're going to need for my dressing, okay? Okay, you're going to need some cornbread stuffing. Now, you can get this Publix, Winn-Dixie, wherever it's at. But you want Pepperidge Farm, okay? Pepperidge Farm cornbread classic stuffing. Make sure that you have. Now, when you're going to make this to the exact way that I'm making, you're going to need cornbread stuffing. Not the one that says season on it. We don't want that one because we're going to season this ourselves. So, please just make sure it's Pepperidge Farm cornbread stuffing in a brown bag, okay? You see that? Cornbread classic stuffing. That's what you want. Okay, you're going to need 4 stalks of celery, okay? You're going to need 2 cans of cream of celery. You might need 3, but we're going to stick for 2 for right now, okay? Of cream of celery, okay? Now, we're not going to use much seasoning because this has salt in it, okay? And it's delicious. Okay, you're going to need 1 egg. You're going to need some kosher starter, some black pepper, and you're going to need some chicken stock. You're going to need a half an onion. Okay, if your onion is this big, you only need half of it. If you have 1 onion and it's a small onion, use the whole onion. And you're going to need some bell peppers, okay? You can use 1 large or 2 large bell peppers, okay? Because we're going to get one, we're going to put one in our pot, and the other one going to go into our stuffing mix. You're going to need a small pack of chicken. Now, all these chicken wings right here came in one pack. There was the small pack. You know, the small pack. Enough for a single person, right? So, and you're going to need to make sure that it's clean and it's been patted dry and all that, okay? So, let's go with our chopping, okay? So, now let's get with our pot recipe. Let me show you what I'm going to do for our pot. Okay, so for this right here, I'm going to put 2 of these bell pepper, 2 of these celeries into the pot, okay? 2 of these celery stalks. And I'm doing the heads off. Okay, that's 2. They're going to say the other 2 for cutting up, okay? I'm going to take off the this and all, okay? The leaves and all. Okay, now these 2 we're going to use for cutting up. Okay, we're going to put some onions in here. No matter how you chop them. Okay. Because all this is going to do is just giving our chicken flavor, okay? You want some bell pepper to go in there. It don't matter how you chop them. We're just looking for that flavor, okay? And that's it for the bell pepper. Okay, I forgot one thing. You're going to need a stick of butter to go in here, okay? So it should look just like this right here. With all the ingredients that we just put in here. Just our celery, our onion, our bell pepper, and our celery, onions, and bell pepper, okay? Then we're going to put our chicken in here. You can take your chicken and put it in here. Okay. We're going to take our chicken stock because we're going to put this right here mixture is going to go into our stuffing, okay? So we're going to use the whole thing of chicken stock. Okay, so you might need two things of chicken stock. Okay, if you don't have chicken, you can use vegetable, but try to get chicken, okay? And if you simply just can't get it, then just use water. Because the chicken, you know, once the chicken go to boiling, that broth off of that, it's going to be stock. Okay? So we're going to put it on the stove here. And right now it's on high. When it starts boiling, I'm going to turn it down and let it boil. Now we're going to want the chicken to boil until it boils off the wing. Okay, until it boils off the bone, in other words. Till it's falling off the bone. That's what we want. Okay? Then we're going to take 1 can of our cream of celery. And we're going to put it, we're going to add it in here. Okay, we're going to use 1 can in here, okay? Then we're going to take a little salt, just a little bit. And we're going to add it in there. Kosher salt, you use table salt, whatever salt you use. Sea salt, whatever salt. And then followed by some black pepper, okay? That's it. And you're going to let that boil until the chicken is falling off the bone. Alright. Then you're going to come back over here. You're going to take your remaining 2 stalks of celery. And you're going to chop them up real fine. Okay? Okay, let's get us a little dish and put these in. Let me hurry up. Okay, we're going to do likewise for the other. Just make sure they're chopped up kind of fine. You don't want, you know, unless you like it like that, but you don't want no big onions and bell peppers into your dressing, you know. So chop them up as fine as you can get. Just keep re-chopping them until they get fine. Like this. Can y'all see how small that is? Sorry about that. This is how small you want it. When I say fine, this is how fine you want it. You don't have to be no expert at it. Just keep chopping it up until it's small. That's all you have to do. Okay? And then we're going to do likewise for our bell peppers here. Okay, and then we're gonna do the same thing for our onion. We're gonna cut that up fine as well. All our veggies gonna be cut up fine, because these are the ones that's actually going into the stuffing. Now the reason why I say you might need 3 cans of cream of celery soup is because if it's not seasoned enough for when we put 1 can into our stuffing, then I add another can. But most likely between that season and this right here, 2 cans will be enough. This is my to-go recipe. This is the only way that I make my my stuffing. Now I might do like and it depends on how I feel. I'll do homemade stuffing and make, you know, cornbread the way I make my cornbread. You guys know. And then add in the rest of the stuff when I want to do just cornbread from scratch. That's the way I do as well. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys what it looks like done. So we're gonna get it a few more, because this is a big onion, so I'm just adding a few more pieces. We really don't need in the whole onion. Half of it neither, because that's a lot of onion. I think this will be enough onion right here. And you just keep chopping it until it gets small, okay? Folding it over and just chopping it until it's small, till it's real fine, in other words. Like I'm doing, just folding it over and continue to chop away until it's at a nice edible size, you know, or to the size that you like, okay? Because everybody might not like their veggies cut up fine, okay? It depends on what this is going into, that I cut my veggies up fine. Okay, so once we got that, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna cut into our stuffing. And it depends on if you feeding. I'm only feeding my family. So normally I do 2 bags. If this was Thanksgiving, I'll make 2 bags of this. I'll buy 2 bags, but since this is just for Sunday's dinner, I'm doing 1 bag. Okay, so we're gonna add our veggies in here. Our celery, onions, and bell pepper. Okay, we're gonna add in our 1 egg. We're gonna add in our cream of celery. And the broth off that chicken. And once that chicken get done, we're going to take it off the bone and it's coming into here. Okay, I'm not going to season this yet with just salt and pepper just yet, okay? And the reason why I'm holding off on not seasoning this with the salt and pepper yet is because when the chicken get done, that, like I said, that chicken broth and mixture and stuff, the chicken and the broth is coming into this bowl. Once that's seasoned and it's good and seasoned, I won't need no salt and pepper. But most likely, I just add a little bit, okay? Because we don't want it to get too salty, because like I said, this cream of celery has salt in it. Okay? And that's it. And so we don't need to mix this up right now until I just wrap this up in some aluminum foil and set it to the side until our chicken get done. And I'll be back. So this is all that you need right here. Let me get that. Sorry about that. So this is all that you'll need right here for the mixture of the stuffing. Is your stuffing, your bell peppers, onion, and celery, and 1 egg, and your cream of celery mix. And then once this, we just set that to the side, roll fold, put it in aluminum foil, like I said. And once our chicken broth mixture gets done, then we're gonna take this meat off the bone. If it ain't already fell off, but if not, we're gonna take the meat off the bun. We're gonna put the off the bone. We're gonna take the chicken and put it in there, followed by the broth. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna give it a little taste test to see. Yeah, you gotta taste it, okay? It's not gonna taste bad, I promise you. If you do it like that, it ain't gonna taste bad. So I guarantee you, because I do it all the time, every year, okay? We're gonna give it a little taste test to see if it need a little season. If it need a little season, we're gonna follow up with some salt and pepper and another can of celery soup. But if not, and it's just fine, we're gonna leave it like it is. So I see y'all back here in a few. Well, let me put this away. Let me show y'all what I did to the. Okay, so I have here the turkey wings that I soaked overnight. I seasoned overnight. I got them lined up. In the bottom, I got aluminum foil. So I'm just gonna take my chicken broth, pour it right over my turkey wings in the corner. Okay, that's enough of that. Then we're gonna take, and you want to put this in a 350-degree oven, okay? Until they done. Okay, then we're just gonna take some butter and just put it over there like that. Okay, don't matter how you slice it, just slice it 1 stick of butter. Okay, now we can roll this up with aluminum foil. And that's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cover it with aluminum foil, and then when it gets done, I'm gonna take the aluminum foil off and let it finish browning. Okay. Okay, and that's it. So we're gonna cover this up in aluminum foil. I'm gonna put this in a 350-degree oven. When it gets done, I'm gonna take the aluminum foil off and let the top part get brown, okay? And that's it for our baked turkey wings. All right, I see y'all back here when everything's start coming together. Okay, you guys, I done took all the meat off the bone. So this is what it's looking like, and this is the bone and stuff and the tips, okay? And I still have like my celery and stuff. I'm gonna take some of that out. And we're gonna pour the liquid in here next, okay? Now you can use this these bell peppers and celery in here because ain't nothing in here but flavor, right? So you can use those. Just make sure you just tear them apart and see how easily they tear apart. Okay, so we're gonna take our meat mixture right here. Let me pick it up there. Okay, we're gonna add it all into this. Okay, and we're gonna take our liquid. Can you guys see? We're gonna take our liquid, our broth off for our chicken, and we're just gonna pour it in here just a little bit at a time, okay? You don't want to pour it all in at one time. Okay, then we're just gonna mix all this together. And when we get it mixed, that's when we're gonna taste it and see do it need any more seasoning to it. And if so, you add some more. If not, it's good to go. Make sure you combine it well and get all that breadcrumbs up from the bottom. So we just put in a little bit of this broth, mix it, pour in a little bit more. Be a little bit of meat in there, just pour it. Boom. Okay, now I'm just going to put a little bit in my hand. It's not going to hurt you or anything like that. And I'm going to taste it. Boom. Make sure you got all your bones out. Flip it, stir it up real good. Look at it before you put it in to make sure everything is out. Before you just, bake it. Make sure your bones out. Okay, and that's it to the stuffing. This is the way I do my stuffing. Okay, that's a piece of meat. I ain't that on here, Okay, it's seasoned pretty good. So I'm not going to use no salt and pepper, because once you season this right here, your broth, your chicken, with the salt and pepper, and then we put that celery in there, it's going to season this. So we don't need an extra can of this, okay? And we don't need to add any more salt and pepper. Marvin, taste this. Let me see what you say. Let's see, do I need any more?
Good.
It's good just the way it is. That's what I was saying. Okay, so now we're going to put this into a pan, and we're going to spray it. And we're going to put it in a 350 degree oven. Excuse me. We're going to put it in a 350 degree oven until it's done. I got my glass dish right over here. So we're gonna take our little dish. So I have my empty dish here. We're going to take some canola oil spray, any kind of spray that you have. Just spray the dish with it. Take your dressing. Put it in, and you can have this as meaty as you like. You don't have to use 1 pack. You can use how much meat you want. You can use turkey if you don't want to use chicken. Whatever meat you desire to put in here. Okay, and put it in the oven until you it's done. And so I said about 30-40 minutes. We're gonna get it nice and done and get it nice and brown on top. Okay, so I will let y'all take a look back at this when everything comes together, and I'll be back with Joan's pre-Thanksgiving dinner. And if you want sage, I'm not a fan of sage. If you want, I use it when I when I need it, but I don't like it into my in my dressing. So if you want to sprinkle you some sage on top or some black pepper, you go right ahead on. This is my topping just as is, okay?